It is a great honor and most of all a pleasure to have Jim Warne here in Caorle with his new work. But first of all, we have to introduce Jim Warne, who was in Caorle 2.5 years ago with his documentary Seventh Generation, who was awarded with Best Documentary by the Caorle Independent Film Festival. So, thanks Jim to be back in Caorle, and tell us what's your feeling about this festival.
It's wonderful. First of all, Pilami Awashtelo, thank you in my Lakota language, and it's wonderful to be back here in Caorle for not only for the film festival, which is a wonderful event, but the feeling of Caorle as a community. The Tioshpae, the community we say in our language, you can feel here in Caorle that traditional connection that the people have here. And now I see why so many want to vacation here, is because it's not only the beauty of the place, but it's the community feel that you get here in Caorle.
The Caorle Independent Film Festival is only at its fourth edition, and these two last editions were frustrated by the pandemic. Nevertheless, many people are in touch with us, are in touch with Caorle, and many of them have come to Caorle to show how beautiful it is and how nice to find each other, and also to exchange impressions, experiences, knowledge, and so.
Yes, and that's the beauty of filmmaking, particularly now during challenging times. More stories come about when we as two-leggeds, as human beings, face challenges. We learn lessons in life, and through those learnings and teachings, we can share them as filmmakers, as storytellers. And with the pandemic, I was not able to come last year because of the restrictions of US traveling to Europe that you wanted to protect because US was not doing well. So I missed last year, but it's wonderful to be back this year and to see the progress we've made with the pandemic, but also some of the issues that are produced with the pandemic that we must address as human beings and tell those stories so that we can grow together as people. So it's wonderful to be able to tell stories and show the films, and the beautiful films that are here at the Caorle Film Festival is a wonderful event to be able to be a part of. So it's wonderful to be here.
So let's talk about your presence in Caorle in the as a guest, as a special guest. You have shown your last work, which is Picture of My People, who was awarded in Florence 1 week ago, and right 2 days ago was awarded at the Short Festival in California.
Yes.
And you took a lecture to the people 2 nights ago in the center of Caorle to explain what is the conditions in the past generations of Native American, and what is going to be the goals and the dreams for the future of the next generations.
Yes, and my first film from the second edition of Caorle Film Festival, Seventh Generation, addresses that philosophy, and it's a philosophy that I continue to live by, and it shows in my work, because with the Oyate Un Ito Wapi, Pictures of My People, I wanted to share perspectives of not only historical indigenous values, but contemporary American values when it comes to my people, the Oglala Lakota, as well as the Hupa and the Navajo, all the tribes that are out there in America. And the imagery that America has of us is often negative. So I want to show us in a good way, in a positive way, so that we can have an effect on educating people. Because I'm an educator in university back home. And I'm also a filmmaker, and it's wonderful to be able to educate through film and teach not only a classroom, but the world through the medium of film.
Thank you, and thanks a lot for this beautiful hat that I'm wearing,
Yeah.
because it is a present from you,
Yes.
and that I will wear with much pride, because Caorle is a sort of tribe of fishermen with a very, very long history and heritage that we want to share with you and with your people, the Lakota. Thank you for coming to Caorle, Jim.
Palamia, it's wonderful to be here in Caorle, and thank you so much to Andrea, Christina, the whole team of the Caorle Film Festival, to not only accept my work, but value the message of indigenous people. So, Palamia, washtelo.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you.